Hello grade 1, how are you? I miss you. I hope you all had a great weekend together with your families and that you are all feeling ready to start a new distance learning week full of new learnings and fun together, right? So on this activity today, we are going to practice our addition skills in a very fun and personalized way because we are going to play a different game that Mr. Farco just created. This game is called Numbers Battle. What? What is that, Mr. Farco? Wait, so I'm going to explain you. For this game, you need a paper, a pen or a pencil, something to write, and also something to cut. So for this game, you need two players, you and another person to play against you. So first step, let's create our game. Let's get one paper, one pencil or pen, and now let's try to think in 10 different numbers that you know, and think in numbers that you are used and you feel confident to work on maths. Remember, we are going to practice addition skills, and don't worry if these are small or big numbers. Remember that each one of us has its own pace, and it's fine. We are all here learning, practicing. The most important is to have fun. Okay, guys? So now I have 10 numbers in my page. Now the next step is to cut each number because each number will become a different card. So each player will need to have 10 different cards with the numbers that you created on the paper and that you cut. So to show you how to play, I'm going to be player 1 and I'm going to call my brother, Mr. Green, who is going to be player 2 and is going to play against Mr. Farco. So in the first round, player 1 gets its first card from the pile, open and put on the table. It's number 5. Now player 2 also gets his first card of the pile, open and put in the table next to player 1's card. Now player 1, that is Mr. Farco, needs to solve this addition. How much is 5 plus 7? So Mr. Farco can think in a strategy that might help him. In my case, probably would be putting the 7 first and adding 5. So I know that 7 plus 3 equals 10. So 7 plus 4 equals 11, and 7 plus 5 equals 12. Since 7 plus 5 equals 12, Mr. Farco was right, and he wins these two cards. And he can put them next to his name. Now it's time for the next round. It's now player 2's turn to start calculating. So player 2 picks a card from the pile, number 2, and player 1 picks another card from the pile, number 3. So now player 2, who is Mr. Green, needs to calculate 2 plus 3. I can also use my fingers to help me if I want. So if I have 2 and I want to add 3, we can count together. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 2 plus 3 equals 5. So since Mr. Green said that 2 plus 3 equals 5, he was right. So he wins these two cards. He can get them and put next to his name. Now let's just play one more round. Now it's Mr. Farco's turn to calculate, because last round was Mr. Green's turn. So Mr. Farco gets his card, 11, and Mr. Green also put his card 5. Now Mr. Farco needs to calculate how much is 11 plus 5. I wonder if 11 plus 5 is 15. Almost, Mr. Farco. 11 plus 5 is not 15. 10 plus 5 is 15. But 11 plus 5 equals 16. So in this case, since Mr. Farco was wrong and Mr. Green was right, Mr. Green wins both cards, and these cards go to Mr. Green pile. And so the game goes on, round by round. Each round, it's someone's turn to calculate. Did you understand, guys? And the most important, it's a personalized game. So it's your game, and it's important that you think on numbers that you are confident to work on. If you can begin with smaller numbers, and if you think it's easy, you can move on and try to create another more challenging game with bigger numbers. But the most important is to practice and to have fun. That's it, grade 1. I hope you have a good time with your family playing Numbers Battle. If you have any doubts, you can contact me on Seesaw. You can also share with me how the game was, if you had fun. So let's play. Bye bye.